Look around the internet, and every marketing agency is trying to sell renovation contractors the exact same thing: 100 leads in 30 days. But if you're running a serious company and you're doing a minimum average of $15,000 per project, you already know that most of these leads are tire kickers who waste your estimator's time. See, the problem isn't that you need more junk phone calls. The problem is that most of these marketing guys hide behind tech jargon because they can't actually explain how they're going to get you in front of high intent, ready to buy homeowners. We build a digital infrastructure in plain English. No BS, no hiding behind algorithms. Actually, let me walk you through the actual blueprint we use to build a system that lasts. Let's jump over to my screen and I'll show you exactly how it works. So welcome to the Built to Last blueprint, which is our high-end marketing engine for renovation contractors. A little bit about me. I'm Mark. I own Funky Moose Digital and I've been active since the early 2000s. I built my first website in 1999 as a hobby and got hooked. And from there on out, I started building websites as a freelancer. I worked in corporate and I've worked with startups. I want to say I've seen it all, but experience says every day is a new day and there's always something new to see. And over the years, I've learned how to market these websites as well. My approach is to speak clear English. I don't want to hide anything behind some fancy, flashy report that nobody seems to understand. And I just want to be open and clear about it. This is also why I started Funky Moose Digital. We want to be open about everything. If it works, fantastic. If it doesn't, we'll let you know and we'll come up with a solution. So the philosophy, just like the homes you build, your marketing infrastructure needs a foundation that won't crumble as you scale. And by this, we mean your website. I'll get to that in a second, but first I want to make sure that we are talking to the right person. So we really only work with people or renovation contractors that have an average job size of a minimum of $15,000. And the reason for this is with our fees and the fees that we're paying Google, if you're under this number, it might not make sense for you to go with our program. We'll have to do the exact math, but overall, $15,000 and up is kind of the sweet spot. So keep that in mind. If you are doing over 15K, keep watching. Like I said, the foundation is a conversion first website, which means the website that we build is not a pretty business card. We wanted to actually do what you want people to do, and that is reach out to you to give them a quote. There's a whole psychology behind building websites that convert, and we put that psychology to work. They're also built for mobile because 50% of people are using their phones nowadays, and they're fast loading. Phase two is where I will have an interview with you to review EEAT. And EEAT is an acronym that Google uses for experience, expertise, authority, and trust. That's how Google nowadays ranks websites. So in that interview, it's basically a whole bunch of questions I'm going to ask you. They're not generic, they're specific to you. And the answers get transcribed, and that's how we generate these authority blogs. These authority blogs, in turn, tell Google that you know what you're talking about. So that's part one, but then also your Google business profile, which is the information, the business information on the right side when people are Googling you, and NAP, so name, address, and phone number, is up to snuff and consistent across all major directories like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Apple Maps, etc. Then phase three is when we're deploying the heavy machinery. So once we have the foundation of your website and that is being found in Google, now we're going to put money towards Google ads. And even if your website isn't showing top of the pile in the what we call organic results, because we're running ads, chances are they are going to be on top of everything because we're paying for that spot. And then phase four is what we call the plumbing. So we install a sales pipeline. You probably use a system like Jobber or House Call Pro or something similar. Those tools are very good at managing projects. Go High Level is very good at sales pipeline. So we create this sales pipeline for you. And because of that, we can then generate automations. So when you add someone to a sales pipeline, you can, based on the stages in those pipelines, we can then send them text messages or emails, etc. And then the confirmation loops, kind of the same thing, where if you sent out a quote, we can send out a message a day later saying, hey, we sent you a quote. What did you think? So in short, that looks like we start with the discovery. We want to know everything about your business. Then we build the foundation, which is your website and the pipeline. Then we do the framing, which is the EEAT interview and the SEO. So making sure that website is found in Google. And then we add money to Google Ads and dominate the whole Google system. And then we go back to the foundation and start tweaking everything on a monthly basis. So if you like what you heard, in the description below, there's a link that you can click, and that directs you to our sales doc. And in there, everything is laid out again, what I just mentioned here, but in a little bit more detail. We will ask you, if you want to continue with us, we will ask you for a refundable deposit. And the reason for this is we want to make sure that we're spending our energy on people that are actually serious in working with us. So once you put that deposit down, we'll have a conversation with you. And if we don't think you're the right fit for us, or the other way around, we'll give you a 100% refund. And if you are the right fit, we will just take off the deposit off your first month of service fee. That's what it's like to work with us. And I hope to see you soon on another call, and looking forward to working with you.